Hey, what's up guys? Today we got an amazing new fishing boat build. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little intro there. Let's park the ship up on shore and get into it, shall we? Perfect. So since my last boat building video, I've been getting so many comments asking me to build a new version of that boat. Because now we have the new turning abilities with the new Mechanical Mayhem update. I can build that same boat, but this time add some different features to it so that it can be fully functional from your driver's seat. So before this boat took a wrong turn and ended up on shore here, guys, don't ask questions on how it got up here. But anyways, we got a crafting table back here, a large chest to keep all of your stuff. Not really useful anymore, but it once was. So we got the driver's seat right here, and this is where you control all of the thrusters in the back here, and the thrusters that turn the ship as well on the side. We got some cool little headlights up here, little cabin lights to light up the deck on the floor, and I had one in the center right there, and that kind of lit up the middle and the back here as well. And I also added some little sides right here to where you can fish off, as you've seen in the intro. Well, that's pretty much it for this, and if you're wondering how it floats, I want to give a big shout out to Kaboom2084 for actually showing how to do this. But you can actually place balloons sideways. So if I break this right here, you can see these balloons are actually hidden sideways inside the ship, and all you have to do is place a vehicle base down, and you can see there's actually more back there as well. So yeah, big shout out to him for showing everybody how to do that. That just made this ship look 20 times better. But that's enough yapping for me, guys. Let's get into this build, and I'm going to show you guys exactly step by step on how to build the ultimate fishing boat version 2. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by building off this dock here, and you're going to want to start off by placing a large car jack in the water. Make sure it's in the water before you start, because you don't want your boat on land. Yes, you might be able to get it into the water, but you could potentially end up breaking your boat and having to rebuild some parts. So just start off building in the water. It'll make your life so much easier. Next up, we're going to get the 16 by 16 wood foundation. And guys, yes, from last video, I had so many comments saying that I use the beachy beams and you need to buy the kit in the store. So this boat is going to be 100% no kits. It's going to be free. Everybody can build this. So that's enough for me. Let's continue this build. So we're going to place it right in the center of that car jack there. And then we're going to go one more back with the same 16 by 16 foundation. Then we're going to come over to the 8 by 8 wood foundation and place it in the front, and we're going to snap it over 2 blocks to the left. Then we'll get the 4 by 4 wood foundation, and we're going to snap it to the right of that 8 by 8. Sometimes it's tricky. Just try to get it in there like that, so that way it looks like this. Now we can get that 4 by 4 again, and we're going to add it to the front as well, just like this. And there we go. Now we have the base of the boat. Now we can start adding the surrounding pieces. So this is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. We're going to take this 4 by 4 wood foundation again, and we're going to snap it right in the front, so that way you're lining up with the bottom of the ship. You're going to want to snap it out 2 blocks forward, and then place it right there. And then we're just going to follow that pattern all the way around, snapping 2 blocks out. So like right here, 2 blocks out, right here, 2 more blocks, and we're going to just copy that on the other side. Same thing, and then you're going to take this 4 by 16 wood foundation, and you're going to do the same thing 2 blocks out. Same thing on this side, 2 blocks out. And oh guys, I'm already messed up. I put this 1 block out. Oh my goodness, I did it again. Or hopefully you guys don't mess up as much as I do, but there you go. Now we can snap 1 more 4 by 16 on each side, just like that. Then we're going to snap 1 right on the end, just like that. And then to finish it off, 1 more 4 by 4. And there you go, there's the bottom base. And we're going to literally just outline this whole thing again and go up 1 more layer. So I'm going to start in the back here, and we're literally just going to outline this whole thing going up 1 block. And there we go. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Don't need to explain much there. On to the next step, guys. We're going to add the floor to the ship. So we're going to come over, and this time we're going to be using the rustic thin floor pieces. So the first piece we're going to use is almost all the way at the bottom. It's this 8 by 8 piece right here. And we're going to place this right in the front, just like that. And then we're going to come down all the way to the 16 by 16 rustic floor piece. and we're going to snap that right to the back. And now we can keep adding this one more to the back like that. And guys, I'm already getting ahead of myself. Before you place all of this down, we're going to break this real quick, and we're going to add the balloons while we can right now. That way it's not a hassle to add them later. So you're going to want to come over to the vehicle base 06, and we're going to place one right here and one to the right of that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be somewhat in this area so that way you can fit some balloons on here. So now we can go to the small balloon, and you're going to see that you can't place it right now. It won't let you. All you have to do is hold your snap button. So for me it's the left trigger, and it will actually let you place it on the side. So guys, so it's actually letting me place it on the other side. So let me swap these around. I might have to rotate them. Alright, yeah guys, now it's working. For some reason I had to rotate them. So we're going to place one all the way to the left and then go over 2 places, just like that. Same thing on this side, all the way to the right, go over 2 spots, and there you go. There's your balloons for the front of the ship, and now we can cover this hole back up with that 16 by 16 flooring piece. Now we can come to the 16-foot long rustic thin floor piece, and we're just gonna cover up the edges right here. Pretty self-explanatory. Now I come up to the 6-foot long one, and we're gonna cover up these 2 pieces right here, right in the front. Now we're gonna come in the back here, and we're gonna take these 8x4 rustic thin floor pieces. We're gonna snap one right here, and then one to the right of that. And now we're gonna snap one right here, one right here. And then we're going to come up to the 4x4 piece, and voila, we now have completed the base and the floor of the ship. Guys, how's it looking so far? Looking pretty good. So keep in mind this is a lot of wood, so make sure you have a lot of wood saved up before you start building this. So next up, we're going to come down to the beam section here, and we're going to come all the way down to the palatial support beam, the Shogun Palace piece. And we're just going to start placing these, see how you can go all the way out and come one back. So that way there's a little overlap on your ship, just like that. And we're going to place one there, one to the left, and do the same thing on the other side of the ship as well. So just like that, and that. And as you can see, it doesn't fit all the way across on the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, and we're going to go all the way out, just like that. And then we're going to come over and get the shortest piece here, the 6-foot one, and we're just going to snap it to the side, just like that. Alright guys, now that you have that completed, we're just going to go around the rest of the ship with those short pieces, trying to get them to fit wherever they fit. So right here, we're just going to snap it one in, just like that, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right here, we're going to go 2 in, and then 1 in to the left. And do the same thing here, 2 in and 1 in to the left. And then right here, we're going to do 1 in and 1 out. So like this, so it's straight like here, go 2 in and then 1 to the left, and same thing on this side. Snap it to the edge and go 2 in and 1 to the right. Now on the front, we'll take this 2x8 rustic beam foundation piece, and we're just going to slap it right in the middle there. And now congratulations guys, you have completed the fencing part of this, and it looks like it is just getting dark out, so I will see you all when it is daytime. Okay guys, you know what, I'm in a time crunch here. I'm going to throw a torch on, and we're going to finish this build at nighttime. Hopefully you guys don't mind. So like a dummy dumb, I forgot the balloons in the back. So let's break this real quick, and let's add the balloons back here. Get your vehicle base 06, and we're going to place it all the way to the back, just like this. And oops, I don't know where I just placed that. Oh, somehow I placed it outside. Let's break that. So we're going to go here, and we're going to snap these balloons. Once again, for some reason, I have to rotate them. You guys might have to do the same, just beware. Rotate them before you place them. There we go. Now we should be able to snap our balloons there, and we're going to do the same thing back here. All the way to the left and all the way to the right, and then 2 spaces over. Now we can replace our floor piece there with the 16 by 16 rustic flooring. And there we go, balloons are covered up like nothing is even there. Now we're pretty much done. Next up, we can probably add the cabin. So for the cabin, I'm going to use these 8x4 rustic thin floor pieces, and just somewhere around the middle, doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Place 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll use that same piece again, and we're going to line it up right with the front, just like that. And we're going to do 1, 2, and then we're going to come over back to the rustic thin floor pieces, and we're going to get the 8-foot long 8x2 right here, and we're going to place one just like that, so that way it's like a little step here. And now we can add the cabin. So for the cabin, we're going to use the open cabin rear for the front, back, and the sides. So one right there, one to the left, and one to the right. Make sure it's actually up there. Just like that. And now we can add, we're going to add the medium cabin roof to the far back right there. And you know what? As I'm talking, it's getting daytime out. Perfect. Let's take this torch out of our inventory. And I don't know why I'm holding a wrench either. We can add this large cabin roof to the top, just like that. So now we got a little sun visor right there. And guys, before I forget, I'm going to add the lights. So we're going to add two, one on each side. One right there, and then one, if I can get it, one right there. Then we'll add a light in the cabin, right in the front center right there. And then before I forget, we're going to add the two to the front right here as well. So one on the right side, right there, and then one on the left side, just like that. So now we got lights on the ship, perfect. Now I guess we can add the fencing. So we're going to come all the way down to the 16-foot long plank railing, and we're going to place one right in the back right here, just like that. Then we'll place a plank railing 02 to the left of that, right there, and to the right of that, just like this. Now that we got that, we can come over, and this is going to be the railing to protect you from falling off when you're running by the cabin and you don't realize you might almost fall off. So we're going to place the 8-foot there and the 6-foot here, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side as well, making sure that everything is all lined up. So the 6-foot and the 8-foot. And like I said, this is to protect you when you're running by the cabin and you might accidentally almost go overboard. You don't. So that's perfect. And then we're going to grab the 8-foot. We're going to place one in the front, just like that. So now we got all of our railings placed. And honestly, you can make this bigger or smaller. I just like a decent size opening to go fishing. Not too big, not too small. Up here, you can have all the room in the world to go fishing. Next up, we can place our crafting table in the back here all the way to the left or to the right, doesn't matter. Place it wherever your little heart desires. Then we can come over to the chest here. Place, again, whatever chest you want. I'm just going to place whatever chest fits here. Oh, you know what? I didn't place the crafting table all the way over. I was like, I thought a grand chest fit here before. So we're going to place a grand chest and then a crafting table. It should fit. Yep. So I didn't have the crafting table placed all the way over. So we got the crafting table and the grand chest there. You know, I'm going all over the place. But guys, let's place a steering wheel down. Like I said, going all over the place. You can use any steering wheel you want. I'm going to use the large driver seat because it looks the coolest. And you're going to wonder why I'm placing it all the way to the left or to the right. So you do have to place it all the way to one side. Otherwise, when you do get out like this, and sometimes you will get stuck in this cab and you need room to move in there. So that's pretty much it for the build of this ship. I think now we can add the thrusters and we should be good to go. Let me go check if I'm missing anything. And no, I don't believe I'm missing anything. So let's add these thrusters and we will get going. So where are they? Large thrusters. So you can add as many as you want. Just for the sake of materials, I'm going to just add 3. You guys, like I said, can add however many you want. And we're going to try and center these up. This one's not centered. We'll center that one up just like this. And now for the steering, we're going to add 1 thruster to the bottom just like this on each side. And there we go. Now we have the steering complete. Those are the steering thrusters. And these are the thrusters to move you forward. So we're going to make sure all these back thrusters are on channel 3, and they are by default. We're going to make sure this right thruster is on channel 2. And this left thruster is on channel 1. Oops, make sure the channel 1. And guys, other than getting your chest full with some fishing poles and bait buckets, you are officially complete with this ultimate fishing boat. All we got to do now is knock this jack down and test this puppy out, shall we? Alright, so we're going to come down here and remove our jack. And it's going to fall hard, but trust me, 99% of the time, nothing will break. So we're going to hop up in here. And if you guys are obviously in survival, you can use these thrusters to your advantage to hop up into your boat for the first time. And we're going to hop in here. And whatever your channel 3 is, you can press that and you will now move forward. So there we go. It'll balance itself out eventually. And like I said, it's not very fast with 3 thrusters, but it will get you around your world in the water. If you want, you can add more. If not, this is still a pretty awesome boat. Here we go. We can turn right and we can turn left. We can go straight and turn left at the same time. Now we can turn right. And guys, I just love this design. I gotta give a big props to Kaboom for this, for hiding the balloons, because every other ship I made, it would have some ugly balloons on top and it wouldn't look cool. This, now it looks awesome. There's no balloons, it's all hidden underneath in the base down there. It just looks amazing. And as I'm talking here, I can see I messed up that light, and oh well. As long as the light functions, what really matters, right? So now we can get out. Like I said, sometimes you might get stuck in there. And there we go, we got out. But that's why I made enough room in here so you don't get stuck. So guys, why don't we do some test fishing? So say we're out on here, we found our fishing spot. Let's test our bait bucket out and our fishing rod. So we just come up to the front of the ship. And there we go, we got all the room in the world to go fishing. Got ourselves an orange flopper. Wouldn't ya? I would have never guessed that one. Alright guys, I think that's enough for me. I gotta get going, but anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.